Bata Bata is the name of a dance we do down Johannesburg way.
All right, so let's start the tour. I'm literally in the foyer and this is the door, and it's like we just came in the door. I'm not gonna go on the other side because it'll show the number. And as we look from the door, this is the foyer. To the right, I've got some closet space, which I use for coats and things like that. As well, to the left, I've got this painting that I terribly regret ever buying. But anyway, that's another deal. And we also have in-suite laundry, so we've got the stacked washer and dryer, which is pretty common in condos in Vancouver. And I kind of like having this foyer so people don't walk directly into the living room. I don't like units that do that. So this is kind of nice to have privacy. And I'll shut this. So that's the foyer. And then as I turn about here, the lighting's going to change as I go through this tour, so bear with me. This is a bedroom, but I'm not going to show it to you yet because there's this prize in there. And here is a bathroom, and it's a full bathroom. It's got a shower and a tub, which is hidden by that fancy tropical shower curtain. And oh, I like stacking the toilet paper in geometric shapes. I know that's kind of weird. And the color is yellow. I decided to make this room yellow. And here is a painting, another painting that I purchased, but I actually am happy that I bought this one. This was in a restaurant in Victoria. I was sitting there, I was liking the painting, and I asked about it. All right. We leave the bathroom, and again to the left, that's where we came from. And then we enter the kitchen, my favorite room. This is my favorite room. So I did have to recently replace the microwave, but that's the only thing I had to replace. The other appliances are all original. There's gas. I love gas stove. It's awesome. Stainless steel. These are Frigidaire appliances, and it's got a dishwasher, garburator. And you can tell I don't like a lot of clutter, so there's not very much in my kitchen. But I do have this one very cool thing here that a student gave me. It's a SodaStream, and I know that that student watches, so thank you. I won't say your name because I don't want to break your privacy. And so that's the kitchen. This is where everything happens. You know, what's in my cupboards, eh? Like, oh my gosh. Oh, I'm hiding some chips and some leftover potatoes and some buns and tea. Anyway. And what about in this one? Ooh. So what is in my pantry? Lots of carby stuff, beans, rice, you know, what you'd pretty much expect. And then we come into this room. So this is a room adjacent to the kitchen. This is really nice. It's sort of a breakfast room. So if you ever wanted to just, you know, have a cup of coffee, read the paper, you could sit in this room. It's got a really nice view of the city. This is an upper level unit. I won't tell you the floor, but we are on one of the higher levels. And I purchased this cabinet from IKEA. This is where I store a lot of my kitchen stuff that doesn't fit. We don't have a lot of cabinet space, unfortunately. When they built this, they didn't put a lot in. So I had to sort of be a little creative, and I went to IKEA and I bought this. And in here you can see I keep a lot of my appliances. I've got my slow cooker, I've got my grill up here, I have a dehydrator, I've got my food processor, and just some other pots and pans and things that just don't fit easily into the kitchen. The cabinet was a little over $500. It was kind of expensive, but it's pretty sturdy. And at IKEA, sometimes you get some junk stuff, so this I thought was pretty good. And then here is just a little bistro table with some chairs. And you can see from this room, you can look out and there's a balcony, which I'll show you in a second. And there's cityscape. So if you were sitting here, you could check out the buildings, the neighboring buildings. It's pretty nice. This is south facing. So right now we don't have full sun, but through most of the day, because it's early in the day right now, we have full sun. So there you go. And then we can travel through this door. So this is where we've come from. And then we're going to go through this door here. And that takes us into the living area, which is the room where I spend most of my time. And yes, it's purple. I like the color purple, so I painted purple, and then sort of an accent wall here, which is a lighter color of that. And anyway, you can see that's where the kitchen was. That's where we came from. Let's go out onto the balcony and then we'll come back into the kitchen. So you can see here lots of windows and window area in the unit. It's typically floor to ceiling and gives you lots of sense of space. So let's go out. I do garden a little bit. You can see right now that there are some planters out there with nothing in them. It is winter at this stage. Not winter, I guess it's fall, but it's going to be winter soon. So I'm not doing any gardening right now, but in the summer, sometimes I do. I travel in the summer, so sometimes I don't get a chance to, but sometimes, as you can see here, here's a dead plant. I'll just buy plants sometimes and just stick them out here, and it adds some nice sort of color. And here is a nice sweeping view. So it's just a really nice downtown unit. And I'm pretty happy here. I've been here for about 10 years. And if you look down here, I'll zoom in. You can see BC Place. I don't know if you guys know Vancouver, but that's BC Place. So if you like soccer and you like football and you like big rock concerts, then you'd like to live here. All right, so let's go back into the unit. Let me take the zoom off. And I'm going to shut this door because it's going to get noisy. So yeah, basically this is the living area, and it's pretty big. So from this corner, you can see there's lots of space. You can add extra chairs if you. I've had 2 sofas in here easily, so it's pretty easy to accommodate. I've got my red leather. Oh my gosh, don't judge me. I bought that leather sofa about 12 years ago, long before I went vegan. So yeah, you figured me out. And just some paintings. Here's a painting that I did. I guess this was in 2009. And I did some other ones here. I've shown these in past videos. So here is the old lady in Italy, and she's sitting there and she's trying to sell her tomatoes. And here's another one. These were paintings I did when I first started painting. This one here, a friend of mine calls it Miranda on the Veranda. He's since passed away, so may he rest in peace. And then this is not mine. This is a really good painting. It's another watercolor, but I didn't do that one. Okay, so here is the unit from this perspective, just standing over here. There is another bedroom and bathroom that I'm going to show you guys in a second. Sorry, it's probably pretty dark, but I'll try to pan around so you can see it. And the ceilings are 9-foot ceilings, so that's kind of nice. Gives you another sense of space. And so before we take a look at the bedrooms and the second bathroom, we can take a look at this room in here. This is a very messy room, guys. It's my den. And you can see right now it's got a whole bunch of junk in here. It's got books for school. It's got some paraphernalia. You guys recognize this guy. I bet you do if you watch my other videos. That is my crow that I put in my Halloween video. He is the noodle in my life. And you can see some other stuff. If you were watching my channel lately, you'll recognize this guy and this guy. Oh, I love Halloween. Love Halloween. I've also got some yoga stuff in here, yoga mats and a yoga block and just junk. It's a junk room. I should keep it more organized, but I don't. I've got a bookshelf here with books that I use on a pretty regular basis. More paraphernalia. I'll put all that stuff away in the storage closet after, but it's still out. I showed this before. A student made this for me, drew a picture of me. I think it's rather idealized of me, but anyway, we'll go with it. You can see to the left, you've got like all the plants, plant eats, and to the right, you've got math. Can you see those equations, guys? Ooh, cool equations. All right, so we're now going to go into the first of 2 bedrooms. All right, so now let's take a look at the first of 2 bedrooms in this unit. And if you walk to the left, you go into the bedroom. If you go to the right, you get a bathroom. And if you go straight on, you get a walk-in closet, which I have bastardized. So you can see I've got stuff, just everything is in here. I've got my luggage, I've got Christmas stuff, I've got fans that I use in the summertime when it's hot. I've got old paintings, I've got pictures, I've got books. I've got a lot of stuff in here. I've got a guitar that I never learned how to use. But anyway, it reminds me all the time when I come in here. Oh, I keep this. I bought this. This is really good. You guys should buy one. It's a mattress. It was only $100 at IKEA. And when you have guests, you can put them on this, and it's actually pretty comfortable. All right, so that's the walk-in closet. And then maybe we'll come into here. This is the bathroom. So it's got a full bathroom. You can see it's got a shower and a tub. There's my geometry again. I love the geometric shapes of toilet paper. And so yeah, it's a not a huge bathroom, but it works. And the floors in here are the same in the kitchen, the other bathroom. These are tile, they're tile floor. So yeah. And then, and of course we got engineered wood. I forgot to mention that. So throughout the unit, it's engineered wood. And more on that later, I guess. And then come in through here, and this is actually the bedroom. So there's a big queen size bed and really bad painting. I don't want to get into that. There's a story which I won't tell you about, but anyway, this is the bedroom. The nice thing about this bedroom is that, as with the other one, which we'll see in a second, is that the view when you're lying in bed is awesome. So you can, especially at night, if you're lying here and you don't have to be up in the morning, you can keep the window open and it's almost directly to the floor. So as you're lying here, you can look out at all the lights of the other buildings. And it's quite beautiful and peaceful. My mother loves staying in this room when she visits. This is her room. So she loves it because of the view. And some other views from here. And from this perspective, you can see what it looks like. They're not big. This is Vancouver, and units are not built very large, and they're getting smaller every time they get built. So that is the first bedroom. And this is the larger of the two with the walk-in closet and its own bathroom. And then let's head to the other end of the unit where we have the other bedroom. Now I kept this till the end because I wanted to show you guys my surprise. And my surprise is it's turned into a gym. So I have my own gym. I went out and I bought a gym. It's got a squat rack. It's got a bench press, I've got some plates, and I work out in here almost every day and I love it. And again, I get nice views like the other rooms do. And it's not a big room, but it certainly fits all of the equipment that I need. And so I have my own home gym. The building actually has a gym, but it doesn't have this kind of equipment. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll do cardio downstairs and then I will do my weights here. And then again, there's closet space. This is where I keep my clothes, as you saw previously in the other bedroom. I don't use the walk-in closet. So this is really where I put all of my clothes and t-shirts. I'm pretty simple with clothes, and I like sweaters, I like t-shirts, I like jeans. And oh, I should also show you these. So some of you know that I'm vegan, and these are not vegan. This shoe, let me put it in the light so you can see it. It's a Gucci shoe, and it's leather, and so there I'm self-disclosing. I'm letting you guys know, I'm outing myself that I do have leather products. They're like cleats, they're very cool. And so anyway, these shoes stay in here. I don't wear them very often. I actually do have another jacket that's leather. It's very nice. I'm not promoting leather. I don't wear this very often, but it's a Robert Cavalli leather jacket. And can you see it? And it's got some hand stitching on it and some kind of cool hardware. It was expensive, and it was at a time in my life when I was spending a lot more money for clothing. In fact, I think I bought this jacket and those shoes on the exact same day. So guys, that is my house. That is my house tour. This is a 900 square foot Vancouver condo downtown on Robson Street, 2 bedrooms, 2 bathroom. It's got porcelain tile floors, it's got engineered wood, it's got granite countertops, it's got stainless steel appliances. The unit is now about 10 years old, so it's starting to get a little dated. So I'm gonna have to probably do some updating. And, oh, there's another painting of mine. Peppers. I did that in 2010. So the money conversation. Well, let's talk money. Well, I don't know what this unit is actually worth. I have to tell you that. What I can say is that a unit exactly like this, several floors below me, recently sold for, wait for it, $1 million. It actually sold for $1 million. Now this should not look like $1 million to you because it doesn't look like $1 million to me. But Vancouver's real estate market has just gone through the roof. And I should also qualify that. The woman who got $1 million for this exact unit, she completely upgraded it. She put in brand new appliances. She changed the granite to something else that looked really sleek. She put in new floors. I mean, I looked at the pictures online. They were beautiful. And she didn't sell it right away. It took a while to sell. But she was smart about it because across the street, not on this side, but on the other side of Robson Street, there is a brand new building where units are sold for around $1,400 per square foot. So what she did was she upgraded her unit so it could compete with those units. And, you know, she's selling hers for what? $1,000 a square foot? Is that what it would be? 1,000? Well, maybe a little more than 1,000. So in other words, if you bought this exact unit across the street, it would cost you about 1.3 million. So walk across the street to here. She's upgraded her unit to a brand new unit and save yourself $300,000. So it ultimately sold. I certainly could never have afforded this if it was $1 million back in the day. But, you know, when I bought it, it was half that price. And this is what's happening to a lot of people in Vancouver. What they're discovering is that they're very house rich, but they're average middle-class people like myself. And, you know, unless you move, you're never going to realize that. That's what's happening here in Vancouver. I'm sure if you follow real estate markets around the world, you've heard of it. Anyway, guys, that's the video for today. I'm trying to think of any last-minute things that you might want to hear, but nothing is coming to mind. Please leave a comment down below and let me know where you live. Let me know if real estate is going crazy in your community as well. If you haven't already, guys, start following me today on Instagram and Twitter. The links are down below in the description box. And I look forward to seeing you right back here in a few days' time for another super fresh video.